What's up, guys? My name is Lucas. I'm a software engineer, and I'm so happy because today I'm going to talk about Docker with you guys. So I'm going to share all the knowledge that I have been get using that tech knowledge, and to be honest, it's really good. Docker, it's really good. So the point here of this tutorial is that we're gonna have some like concepts and you're gonna have like hands-on. So basically we're gonna see some points and some ideas and understand some concepts, and after this we're literally gonna apply these concepts and see what is gonna happen. Okay. The first slide that I have here, it's the simple question: what is Docker? And if you go to the Google and look for this, and if you type it there and looking for what the Google is gonna get back to you, probably gonna find something like this: Docker is a platform designed to help developers build, share, and run modern application. Yeah, it's basically this. Okay, so let's go to the next point, and then you're gonna start to understand actually what is Docker and what is the concepts behind this technology. So here we are. I have this slide here when I want to bring the comparison between what it was our life, the developer's life, before Docker and after Docker. So in the left side of my slide, I have the before Docker, and the right side I have after Docker. And I have, when I say what I have the main points. Okay, so before Docker, the main points that I have here is: development process was so painful, takes so many takes so many steps to configuration, the stacks, and the development environment and our machine. In the right side here I have the main points. So, and they are: making the development process much more easy, isolate the environment, and everything in the same place. So let's get to the part that I talk about before Docker. So like you can see here in the slide. So we have so many steps, and actually what is this? Imagine that situation. So we have a team, and every time that you have a new developer added that this team, we have to do all the configurations. You have to install the MySQL, you have to install the Python, you have to install all the tools that you're gonna need to that developer start to really work. And this is so painful, and you can encounter so many problems using that approach. But if you use Docker technology, you're gonna go much more fast. You're not going to have so many problems. Of course, nothing it's rainbow and butterflies, but definitely Docker is gonna help you so much in your environment, developer environment. Okay, and it's a good idea if you not use Docker that you start to think to use that technology to help you to improve your product and to do everything more quickly. Okay, here we have the main ideas about Docker. So probably if you are already using Docker, you already know what is image and container. But if not, so if you are new in this technology, you quite a little like confused what is image and what is container. And I have a simple way that you can understand which one it is container and which one it is image. So the idea is every time that you think about image, you're gonna remember that you're not running. You're gonna remember that word, not running. Okay, not to run. And every time that you think about container, you're gonna remember that it's possible to run, to execute, to create a process. Okay, so in the container side here, I have these 2 points that container, it's you can run and you have layers. In the image side, not run, okay, and it's a portable artifact, easily to share and move around. So today we have some public repository for image and private too, but I'm not going to talk about the private repository for image. I'm going to go to more the public repository side. The most famous one is the Docker Hub. I have here MySQL, Python, MariaDB as example, but you have so many other ones. Okay, and for to do this, just go to your web browser. Let me do here together with you guys. So we're gonna come here, we're gonna type Docker Hub, we're gonna find that link here. Okay, so you need to come here in the search bar and type any kind of image you wanna. In your case, we're gonna looking for MySQL image. Okay, and then here we're gonna have a lot of other images, but the image that I'm looking for, it's MySQL. So I'm going to click here. Okay, and that page here, I have some information that it's related to the image. In our case, we have the tags here that it's really important to us, and these tags bring the information for us, the version of the image. If you don't specify the tag of your image, for default you're gonna get the latest one. But in any other case, if you literally want to get a specific version, you just come here in this page and you start to looking for which kind of version you desire. In your case, you're gonna just stay with the latest one. So the command that it's really important to you bring the image from the cloud to your local machine, it's literally that one here. And you can see every tag you have the comment that it's related to that tag. So in our case, you're gonna use that tag here, you're gonna use this comment here. Okay, let's do this. Okay, here I have my terminal. I'm going to literally copy this comment here. You can just for to do this, you just click on this icon here, and simple like this, you have the comment copy. So open your terminal, just like copy and paste here, type enter and waiting for this. It's simple like this, okay guys? And you just need to waiting for this finish. Okay, usually don't take so much time for this process to be done. Okay, here we go. We have here in our local machine our first image, our MySQL image. And if you want to check if the image it is in your local machine, just type the command docker image, and this command is going to bring to us all the images that we already have in our host. So here you can see that you have a MySQL image and we have the ID too. Okay, good. This is really good. So what are you gonna do now? We're gonna get that image that it's not running, and you're gonna create the container. For to do this, you're gonna use the command docker run, and before you actually, I'm going to do this till you see the error message, and then you can work on docker run and the image that you want to use. When you type this, you're literally gonna get that message here saying that, hey, we need some variables, you need some parameters for to start the container. That image, we need to give some parameters for that image, and then you can start the container. And how to use the image? In your case, you have to get that command here and pass in our terminal, and here we go, you're good to go. And this is what we're gonna do right now. You're just gonna copy here, and I'm going to explain exactly every part of this command for you guys. So okay, docker run, because you're gonna start our container. The dash name, it's literally the name our container. So in your case, I'm going to put like my container MySQL, okay, and then here we're gonna pass the password for the database. So I'm just gonna put like a secret, my secret, and when I put this parameter here, -d, it means that I want to run my container in the touch mode. That means that my terminal is not going to be locked after I run this command. So if I don't pass this parameter here, I have to open other terminal, because that terminal now is going to be running that container. But I don't want this. I want to continue to use that terminal here. So that's the reason that I'm add this parameter here. And okay, this is the name of my image, and here's the tag. So like I said to you guys before, if I don't specify the tag, what is the version that I'm going to get? If you answer that it's the layers, yeah, you're right. So I'm not going to specify. Okay, now we are good to go. Just hit the enter, and that's it. Okay, so after I got the ID of my container here, and if you want to see if actually your container was created and it's running, just type the command docker ps, and then you're gonna get the all containers that it's run in your local machine. So in our case here, you literally can see that the name of my container is my container MySQL, and I have the ID, I have the image that I used to create that container, okay, and I have the port that specifically container is listening. So for now, we can do nothing with that container, because that container is totally isolated. And this is the reason that you're gonna go to the slide again and see some concepts and understand a little more about Docker, and then you're gonna come and modify this container, because when you do this, you can go to the next part and create an interaction of that container and basically use the MySQL image. Okay, so let's go back to our slide here. So I want to talk about container port and versus host port. This is really important to understand, because this is the way that you're going to be able to connect that that container that you create before to our local host, and then you can access from our local host that container. Because if you guys remember, containers, it's isolate environment, and you need to be able to create a specifically connection that you can use that container. Otherwise, that container is not going to be useful for us. Okay, the way you're going to do this, it's literally what you guys see here in this diagram, let's say that way. Okay, so we have container that is listing the port 3306, and you need to map that port, let's say that way, that port for the port in that example here 6000. And after we do this, we're gonna be able to access from our local host that container. Okay, and other thing is, in our local host, we are not, you cannot use the same port, because like I put here, host machine has only certain ports available to use, and you cannot use the same. In that case, if you run multiples containers, so you can use the same port for each container, but for our local host you cannot use, so then you have to put other port. In our case here, we put 6000 for one container and 6001 for other container. Okay, let's go to the terminal side and you guys can understand this better. Okay, here we're back in our terminal, and we're gonna stop that container that we create, and you're gonna start another one. Okay, so for to do this, we're gonna type the command here, docker stop, and the idea of the container, copy and paste. You're gonna wait a little bit. Yeah, it was really quickly. So now we're gonna remove that container, doc rm the id. Okay, you're gonna see if it's actually removed from our local machine that contain docker ps. Oh, sorry, ps is to see if you have any container running, but to actually to see the containers, doc ps -a. Yeah, we have the container here, docker rm, get the container id. Okay, let's check again. Okay, we're good to go. I don't have any container anymore. So to create the container again, docker let me back. Okay, so the name of my container is going to be my container, my SQL, the passwords, my secret. I want to run in the touch mode, and I want to add one more parameter here that is going to be -b. It means port. And what I want to do is this: when I create that container, I want that my local host be able to connect that container. And for to do this, I'm going to pass the first parameter here is going to be the port that I want to use in my local host, that in our case, our example here, it's 6000. Then I'm going to pass the port from my container, that which port my container is listening, and in your case it's gonna be 3306. Simple like this, guys, and just hit the enter. So now I have my container and I have the ID here. If I want to see if it's running, I just can type the command docker ps, and it's good, it's running. Now you can see the port here, it's literally listening in my local host. The port is 6000, and it's mapped literally to the 3306 port in the container, in my container. And how can I use this now? So it's simple. We're gonna use the specific software. In my case, I'm going to use MySQL Workbench to connect to our database. Let me open here. Okay guys, we have here the MySQL Workbench to connect to our database. So, and the host name is gonna be our local host. The port here is gonna be 6000. Okay, the username is gonna be root, and the key, the password for our database is gonna be, remember that we use the let me get here, I believe was my secret, right? Let's put here my secret. Okay, now you can test the connection. Here we go, everything is working fine and it's really good. Now you can access that container, the image MySQL there inside the container. You can access from our local host and you can work fine, no problem. Thank you so much guys, and see you around.